Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Max Shoots Film. Okay, today it's gonna be pretty random. I'm literally just driving around the countryside in Williamston, North Carolina. What I'm testing out today is this guy right here. Booyah, Ilford Pan F Plus. It's an ISO 50 120 film. I'm going to be shooting it in my Mamiya 645. I have an 80mm f2.8 as well as a 150mm f3.5. You know, the goal is just to test this film out. I'm gonna shoot it at box speed. I'm gonna take random photos of cornfields, tobacco fields, hopefully some cool barns. I'm literally just turning right and left down random roads, no GPS, no maps. I'm respecting all no trespassing and private property signs, and you should as well whenever you're, doing stuff like this, just pulling off. I'm definitely not going to traipse through their fields. These fields are these farmers' livelihoods, and I will respect that. Okay, with the disclaimer out of the way, let's do this. I'm gonna hop out, snapshots. Like I said earlier, I wanna shoot it at box speed. Any new film, I'll always try to shoot at box speed to see how it acts at its stated ISO, and then we'll see where we can take it from there. I only have one roll, which means I have 15 shots because I'm shooting 6.45. I'm excited to see how this looks. Today it's a little overcast. We have some clouds in the sky that intermittently would disrupt the sun, but then it's like a softbox, right? I'm gonna try to do most of this handheld. I do have a tripod when required, and I will confirm all of the light meter settings with my light meter app on my phone. That's right, guys. I'm gonna use the app on my phone. Okay, let's just get after it. Let's have fun.
Two shots down.
All right, guys, so as you can tell, I have changed clothes. So the other day when I was riding around, it started pouring rain. I've been living in the desert for so long, I'm really not used to daily afternoon thunderstorms. I love them, but man, they really wash things out. So a couple days later, I still have like 8 frames left. There's a field behind me with the tractor. Yeah, right there. I've got this pond behind me here. Where I'm staying at this Airbnb is a bunch of barns. So not terribly interesting subjects, but really I'm not out here for bangers, right? I've never shot this film before. I just want to see what it can do. What is the sharpness? What is the contrast? What does it even look like, you know? So let's find that together. Holy crap, the mosquitoes are insane right now. All right, so let's set up a few shots, knock out this last 8 frames that I have, and then let's go back to the Airbnb and see what we think. All right, guys, thanks for bearing with me. All right, got a quick shot of the tractor. That was with the 80mm, which is like a 50mm equivalent in focal length distance. It's an f2.8. I'm gonna switch to the 150mm f3.5, and I wanna grab some of this tobacco. And I really wanna like isolate one that's lit and have the rest of them kind of just fade off into the bokeh goodness. Let's see if I can do it. I'm probably gonna have to stop down. One good thing about shooting 50 speed film is you don't have to stop down too much, right? It's already a slow speed film. Let's see what we can do. All right, here we go. No, I'm not going to change to the 150. The aperture ears, the bunny ears, have fallen off of this. So there's no way for me to tell this camera what aperture I'm at. You know, when I received this camera and lens combination, the aperture ear had already fallen off, so I'm gonna have to go online and see if I can get replacements. That sucks. All right, let's get a shot of this lake. I like the way that the pine trees are reflecting in the water. It's probably gonna be boring AF, but let's do it. So yeah, Mac McDonald is filming vlogs in a random Airbnb bathroom. That's what this has come to, guys. Just wanted to see the negatives before I started chopping them up. I didn't want you just to see them, you know, in the computer, fresh off the scanner. You know, what do the negatives look like even coming out of the wash? This is absolutely my first time using this film, so every aspect of it is important to me. And remember, this channel is all about learning. We're gonna learn all this stuff together, guys. All right, so I'm gonna let these dry, scan them, and then we'll do a review of my final thoughts on it. Pretty excited. I'm shooting a lot more 120 finally. All right, let's do this. All right, guys, there we go. 15 shots done. Ilford Pan F 50. Shot it at box speed. Looking through the images, I'm pleased with the images, right? I'm just jumping back in to black and white film. I briefly shot black and white film when I started making the transition, but then quickly jumped over to color and really never looked back. Now I really want to focus more and more on black and white, specifically on 120, and this was a low speed, low grain film, so it made sense for me to test this first. Most of my shoots are definitely outdoors, so I wanted something lower speed. I like shooting wide open. Lower speed helps with that as well. Of course, you can use the ND filter, which I do. Overall, yeah, pleased with the images. I'm looking through them here now on my laptop. I really love the ones in the cornfield. The shadows for me were really dark, but I mean, that can be multiple things, right? The way I was exposing, absolutely the way I was developing. So I'm here in Eastern Carolina. It's super humid. I'm gonna sweat through my shirt any moment. But I didn't bring all of the proper gear. So I developed this film in Cinestill DF96. I did not have a thermometer, so I just guessed what the temperature was. I just assumed it was 72. The chemicals had sat in my room, which I had been running the AC at 72 degrees for 10 days straight. So I think it was a safe assumption there. Just corresponded that to the development time that Cinestill suggested. So some of that may have been inaccurate, which led to slightly grainier, really dark negatives. But like I said, I'm not ready to determine yay or nay on Ilford Pan F 50. It's literally the first one that I'm really giving a serious try. I'm gonna run through a ton of them. Ilford Delta 400, Ilford Delta 100. I definitely want some HP5 and 120. So I'm gonna test it all out. Now these images, of course, were not like award-winning bangers, and they're not what I normally shoot. I normally shoot, you know, portraits. So I'm gonna have to test a lot of this film more with portraits, but I'm on the road. I don't have models along the interstate to photograph, so I have to shoot what I can. And it still gives me a directional idea of where this film's going. So the next one I'll try, absolutely, will be the Ilford HP5 and 120. I shot some 35mm Eastman XX. That is an amazing film stock, but I wish they had it in 120. I really want to shoot more 120 and with black and white, so unfortunately that's not available in that. So
Hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, sorry, these aren't my typical images, but hey, it's what I had available to me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're so inclined, give me a subscribe. I was going to post the Petsville, the Lomography Petsville video, but I don't have my color chemicals. I'll be in Charlotte, North Carolina tomorrow. I can set up shop there, get my color chemicals mixed up. I have some Cinestill 50D I need to develop, so I can get that done there. So that'll be the next video. That was supposed to be this video that's released right now, but it's not. All right, that's it, I'm rambling. I'll see you guys next video.